Look, listen to me, okay? Do not play Overwatch. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a big Persona fan. Obviously, I have a Persona YouTube account. Huge Persona fan, okay? And recently, it was announced that Persona 5 was coming to Overwatch 2. Despite how big of a Persona fan I am, there were two conflicting wolves in my mind, okay? One that loves Persona, and one that hates Overwatch. I used to play Overwatch decently regularly back in 2017, 2018, and then I kind of didn't like the direction the game went in, and I didn't play it really at all after that. Maybe a little bit. Overwatch 2 rolled around, didn't really play that, but of course, they got my ass back with the Persona 5 collab. This was announced a little bit ago, and it's finally come to the game, so today we're going to, from a Persona fan's perspective, look over everything, analyze everything, look at the little references, and I guess the quality of the collab, and just basically go over it, but don't fucking play it, okay? I'm telling you right now. So before we get into the actual meat, the skins that they added, let's go over the rewards you can get, I think just for playing the game between September 16th and September 30th during the event. Actually, I haven't looked at any of this, by the way, outside of the actual skins that I saw got posted a day prior to the collab coming out, so I haven't seen most of what this collab has to offer. A Morgana Charm, they mean charms in this game now? Okay. Use ultimate 30 times based, okay. Oh, he's kind of cute. You know what? Not a bad idea. Why not, right? Okay. A Morgana name card. Okay, looking cool. A Morgana player icon. Okay, I'm glad Morgana got a lot of representation, actually, via the rewards here. A spray of him. That's his classic P5 art, of course. Hard to get that wrong. This is obviously his all-out attack portrait. This is art again. Okay. We have some voice lines. Let me turn on the game here to actually hear these.
I'll go full speed, non-stop.
Right, Johanna? That's a Makoto line, although it makes sense. Makoto got a D.Va skin.
I'll go full speed, non-stop. Right, Johanna?
This is, I'm not sure what character, actually.
Though the flowers of evil blossom, abominations are fated to perish.
This is Lifeweaver, who Yusuke has a skin over. This is, of course, from Yusuke's Awakening. I guess these are all going to be references to their Awakening lines.
Though the flowers of evil blossom, be it known, abominations are fated to perish!
What are the Joker ones going to be, then?
Ravage them!
Okay, classic, you know, battle line, of course.
Ravage them! Power of the wild card!
Does he ever say this in-game? Power of the wild card? The power of the wild card. I don't remember this at all. Does he actually ever say this? So I found out Joker does say this in Persona 5 because he has unique level up lines for the DLC Personas, specifically when you get a new skill on them, and this is his line for when you level up Thanatos.
Power of the wild card! I am thou. Thou art I.
That's obviously classic, a classic Persona line in general. Technically, it's Joker's Persona Arsene that says this in the original game, but, you know, Personas are the manifestation of... It's close enough.
I am thou art I. Thou who art willing to perform all sacrilegious acts for thine own justice.
And then we have Phantom Thief here as, what is this? A title? What do you call this? Player title. Wow, that is epic. Alright, so some decent free rewards you get for playing the game. Don't play Overwatch. Well, let's go check out what we got here for the actual things you have to buy, the actual meat of the collab here in the shop. So we have the Phantom Thieves Mega Bundle sitting at 6,900 Overwatch coins. We have the individual character bundles sitting at 2,800 Overwatch coins. And then if we go to one of the standalone characters, we have the individual skins alone sitting at 1,900 Overwatch coins. Now, I just want to run you through real quick. God, we could have had a Fortnite collab. God, fuck it. Code screen on the Fortnite item shop, by the way. Like these are, to me, insane prices, okay? I'm gonna give you the prices in USD for my American audience, okay? If you were to try to buy one of these skins on their own for the 1,900 Overwatch coins, it would cost you around, you know, $20. You'd have to buy this tier of Overwatch coins. If you were to buy one of the character bundles on their own for 2,800, well, I mean, you're kind of fucked because you have to buy this 4,000 here. But we can be generous and try to scale the price for, you know, where it is. This would probably cost about $25 on its own if you could buy a tier that would give you enough coins for, you know, one of these skins on their own. And then if you were to buy the entire bundle and get all the content in the Phantom Thieves collab, it would cost you 6,900 Overwatch coins, which is $60, okay? These prices are insane. I don't know. I see why Too Mad died playing this shit. So, well, hey, we haven't even looked at the content yet. So, you know what? Maybe it's so good that it's worth the price. Let's check it all out. Let's go to, where I guess we'll check the characters individually. Let's start with, I guess, the one on the left here, On. This is actually, in my opinion, by far the best one they did. If you don't know how Overwatch skins work, it's not like a game like Fortnite where they're, you know, basically just the original character. It's more the characters of the game cosplaying as them. I did predictions on my podcast, Social Links, of which characters I thought would get what. I think the only one we got right was On being Mercy. I think it fits Mercy well. God damn. They weren't super able to maintain her whip. Like, I think this is supposed to be, it's kind of attached to the staff here. It's not the strongest way of implementing the weapon. And her gun, I mean, in the actual game, she uses an SMG, but, you know, you're kind of, whatever. I'll give you, they put hearts in a rose on it. They tried. Oh, actually, this heart, this is actually from her persona design. Yeah, this is the hearts from her persona design. Yeah. See, they did the little hearts on the kind of the men that Carmen is, you know, kind of bringing around and dominating, if you will. Well, I mean, that's pretty cool. It's a cool way of implementing that, at least. I rock with that. Overall, I actually don't mind On Mercy. If I were to buy one of these, and I probably will, I think I'm gonna go for this one. It's by far the best executed from just what I saw of the skins. Let's go through the highlight intro. Now, of course, I haven't seen any of these. This is all new to me.
Dance, Common.
Damn, I mean, obviously they can't really with the way it works. They can't do, you know, the drawn portrait at the end. I understand. That's kind of how the game works. She says, Dance Carmen, of course, one of On's summoning persona lines. I mean, you know, makes sense to do the all-out attack. I don't blame them. The victory pose is just the all-out attack again. Okay, a little lazy, not gonna lie. Okay, but it is what it is. Name cards, you have this wonderful Sojima drawn art. I mean, I will say one thing, for the collab in general, this Sojima art that they got fucking looks great, combining the original characters with the Persona characters. It's beautiful. I think Atlas tweeted this out on its own. Very nice art. A player icon, okay, and then some voice lines. There we go, finally, some voice lines for Mercy On.
A beautiful rose has thorns.
That's her actual auto attack line. Why didn't you put that one there?
A beautiful rose has thorns.
Oh, you put Dance Carmen again?
Dance, Common.
Okay.
Get ready. Dance, Carmen. See that again, Panther.
And then a spray, which is Panther Mercy. Okay, kind of cute art. Oh, it's not Sojima, I think, but, you know. All right, Joker, the main man, the one everyone knows. He's over the character Wuyang, who I do not know who this is, okay? I started playing the game around 2018, so you're gonna have to work with me here. I actually think this was a fine character to choose, just looking at how he looks normally. You know, I mean, I can see he's kind of got that build or whatever. I thought some people were theorizing it would be Kariko, who I've heard of. I think this would have been interesting, kind of the gender bent type idea, but they didn't go with that. It is what it is. So let's see the all-out attack.
Ravage them!
Okay, he says ravage them again. Again, not an all-out attack line. It's a regular attack line from the game. God.
Sona! Ravage them!
Joker took one out. All right.
All-out attack, of course. Okay, doing this pose again. All right. Weapon charm. We have a cute little Joker in the, I don't even remember what these are called, but the little Overwatch mascot plushie thing. Okay, very cute. Joker Wuyang as a player name card, a player icon.
Arsene!
Summoning Arsene line.
Persona! Arsene!
And of course, how could you not use this line from the game?
Show me your true form!
Of course, obviously plays in the original game when you're attacking a shadow. Very classic.
Show me your true form!
And then a Art of Joker. The equipment, we have kind of a red staff or whatever. I mean, Joker uses a dagger in the actual Persona 5, so it was never gonna really translate that well. It is what it is. They made it red at least. We have Ryuji as Genji, which I think is really weird considering Yusuke is in this collab and uses a sword in Persona 5. Why not give that character the Genji? It just feels like it makes sense, but whatever. Okay, we're giving it to Ryuji. Auto attack, let's see it.
Captain Kid!
Okay, it says Captain Kid. These are really weird highlight intro lines, okay? They're summoning their personas in their all-out attack. That don't make no goddamn sense! Victory pose, of course, it's the same thing again. Skull Genji, another name card, player icon, of course. Let's go for the voice lines.
Blast them away, Captain Kid!
That's, of course, from his awakening in Persona 5.
Blast him away, Captain Kid!
And then we have just...
Captain Kid!
Flip him, Persona! Captain Kid!
Get it, Skull!
And then, you know, just some Art of Ryuji. Let's go over the weapons. So these are the, what do you call these? The throwing stars? I don't remember what they're called, whatever. These things that Genji throws, I mean, they're kind of skull themed. They got the little skull on them. They're, of course, Ryuji's color scheme. Whatever, I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, Ryuji uses a pipe and a shotgun in the actual Persona 5. However, they did make the pipe into the sword. So, you know, at least they did go the full mile here. They did actually make it into a different weapon. Again, I feel like going with Yusuke just made more sense here because he uses a sword in Persona 5, but what are you gonna do? And then an alternate weapon here, which is more of a... When does he use it? Oh, this is his melee weapon, right? I mean, it kind of still looks like a pipe, so, you know, it works out. We got Yusuke, Mr. Katagawa. I don't love how this one looks. Maybe it's just the build of the character or whatever. Something about this suit just doesn't work on a character like that. You start to realize how stupid every character looks in the Phantom Thief outfits when they're not designed specifically for them, okay? I think we realized this in the Persona 3 Reload DLC where they could wear the Phantom Thief outfits and you're like, damn, even other Persona characters don't look good in this. Anyways, let's look at the all-out attack.
This is my other self.
This is my other self. Another summoning line for his all-out attack. I don't get it. Why?
This is my other self.
I will say one thing. I mean, this thing, I don't know who Lifeweaver is either. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But, you know, doing the little fox masks as his little things back here, it's cute. I like it. Victory pose, of course, the same. Name card, player icon.
Goemon, strike!
Let's go. Goemon, strike! From 2 to 1.
Crush! Keep that up, bud!
This is my other self.
There's a summoning line. And then we have Yusuke art. Okay, okay. Also, taking a look at his weapon here, I guess he uses this, you know, his hand region to fire, if you will. I believe this is supposed to be themed kind of like the hands of Goemon here. If we pull up, kind of how this looks and compare it, it looks like a pretty similar color scheme. And I mean, it's kind of in line with the other weapons that have been themed pretty similar to the character's persona color scheme and whatnot, so it makes a lot of sense to me. The other equipment is just kind of the same type of vibe. And then obviously we talked about the fox masks in the background here, which are a nice touch. Over to the last one, Makoto Nijima. I've got to say, this lineup I think is fine. You know, you pick the first 5 characters, very much the ones people know. A little upset we didn't get either version of Goro Akechi, or even maybe a Kasumi just because she's kind of popular. I feel like we missed out on that. I'm a big Akechi mark. I definitely would have, you know, gone for him if you put him in the game. It is what it is. It's okay. But, you know, they picked the first 5 Phantom Thieves minus Morgana, who got kind of some of the rewards for the event, because obviously he would be difficult to put in the game. Actually, you could have made him Wrecking Ball, okay? But again, maybe that's for the better that he wasn't. Anyways, here we go. We have Queen. Oh, we're going to talk about this mech in a second. Okay, but let's just look at the actual skin. Looks all right, I guess. You know, I mean, they got the hair right. Obviously, the outfit's fine. No, I mean, it's fine. It's just another case of I don't think a lot of these outfits just look good on characters that weren't the original characters, but this one actually looks decently close, so I can't be too upset. Really, my biggest issues are with the Yusuke and Ryuji ones, I think. Maybe the Joker one. I think my 2 favorites are definitely the On and Makoto ones. I think they kind of nailed these 2 characters well. All right, let's go to the highlight intro.
Fist of Justice!
This is Fist of Justice. I think that actually is a line. She says during all out attack, so good job. Okay, good job. We did it.
Fist of Justice!
Victory pose, of course, the same. All out attack pose. We have this name card, player icon, it's a queen mask, and then we have some voice lines.
Charge, Johanna!
So this is, does she say this when summoning her persona or when attacking? It might be when attacking.
Persona! Charge, Johanna! 2 on the floor. Go get it, Queen!
And then
Fist of Justice!
the AOA line, and then Queen D.Va. Now, I know Futaba wasn't done in this collab, I get it, but Futaba would have lended herself really well to D.Va. When I did predictions, and we did them for all the Phantom Thieves because we didn't know who they were going to add, we predicted Futaba D.Va. It just made so much sense being inside the mech, kind of similar to how Futaba goes inside her persona, Necronomicon. Unfortunately, they went with Makoto here, and I just think it looks a little weird, like trying to make Johanna work, you know, put her little face up here or whatever. I mean, the original Johanna is a motorcycle, that's the big thing. They got the wheels, I guess, but like, it almost has the same problem as Makoto's Second Awakening in the actual Persona 5, where like, you're making a humanoid bike, definitely isn't as striking as making an actual bike, an actual motorcycle. They tried their best here, but I just don't love the concept, to be honest with you. The weapon has her little weapons that she uses, the what do you call them? The knuckles, the punchy thing. Why the fuck is this not coming to me? Brass knuckles? Is that what you call them? Knuckles with spikes? I don't know, whatever. So yeah, we got, you know, in her color scheme, of course. Whatever, okay. Yeah, obviously these aren't, like, super attached to their roles in the game. I mean, Makoto is definitely more of a support healer in the actual Persona 5. Here she's a tank, and then Yusuke's on kind of a support character when he's more of a physical striker. Ryuji actually works well enough. He's also kind of a physical striker, maybe even more so than Yusuke, and he's on Genji, so that's that makes sense at least. Joker being on support is a little, but you know, I mean, you can kind of build Joker however you want in the real game, and then On being on support also doesn't make the most sense, because she's definitely more magic based, but hey, I get it. You're going for which characters would look the best. I would prefer that. That's fine. Okay, real quick, I realized that I forgot to show the origins of where their spray art comes from, so we're gonna go over it very quickly. I believe this is the only one where I said where it was from in the actual video. This is Morgana's character art for Persona 5. Pretty simple. This on piece is referencing this piece of art. Weirdly enough, I think this is exclusive to the PlayStation themes. They did it for Persona 5 on the PS4. Joker's is pretty obvious since it's referenced in other pieces of this exact collab. This is his all-out attack art, of course. This is a pose Ryuji hits a lot, but I believe this exact one is also inspired from another PlayStation theme. Yusuke's is weirdly original. There isn't one that's super close to it that I could find. If there is one, tell me in the comments below, but I don't know of one. The closest I can say is maybe his royal art. He kind of has the hand up in it as well, but it's still a slightly different pose, so it's hard to say. And then Makoto's, I also believe, is also from her PlayStation theme. A lot of references to the PlayStation theme art in this. A little surprising, I guess. Anyways, that's all the spray origins. They weren't in the main video, so I'm attaching them here at the end. All in all, this collab, I'm not that big on it. I think some of the characters are executed all right, but like, a lot of the content, like, I mean, sure, doing the all-out attacks is cool, but, like, there wasn't that much creativity that went into it, unfortunately, I don't think. It just feels kind of whatever to me. And then couple that with the absolutely insane prices they are charging for these characters, and I've got to say, I just wish they came to Fortnite instead. All in all, if I had to give this collab a number out of 10, it'd probably be like a 4 out of 10. I just think, like, even if they were kind of screwed with making the skins look perfect because of the concept of, you know, putting them on these Overwatch characters where there's very different design philosophies and whatnot, there had to be some sort of give somewhere then. Something to really pull me in somewhere in there if that wasn't going to be the main appeal, which was, the you know, the skins are obviously the biggest part. I mean, having all of the highlight intros just be their all-out attacks, it's fine, but it's very predictable and not the most interesting, especially when they certainly don't look as good as they did in the original game anyways. I mean, come on, you couldn't even do the, you know, the victory screen from Persona 5 for Joker's highlight intro, like, really? Reusing the same poses from the all-out attacks for the victory poses instead of doing anything a little more unique, any different type of pose from the game. I mean, come on, they're very eccentric anime characters. There's got to be something you can pull from. The character picks not even being that interesting. There does feel like there's a little bit of love here. Like, it doesn't super feel like it's like, oh, just put them in because fuck them, Persona's popular, right? Just throw them in the game. But I would have liked that to show more in a creative way. It feels very by the numbers, very whatever. My favorite part about it is the new art we got from Sojima. I just kind of wish when it came to actually translating them in the actual content in the game, there was more to grab onto. Basically, to put it simply, there were a lot of expectations and predictions I had for this collab, and this one did pretty much the bare minimum of them. Like, the skins came, they looked about how they did, they picked the easiest decisions for things like the highlight intros and whatnot, and then that was it. Oh, I guess Morgana Charm's in there. That was cool, at least. Not to put down everything, I mean, you can definitely tell they care about Persona 5 and they are, they're fans of the series and whatnot. They got a lot of cool details in here. Like, for example, when people are walking with the skin, you'll get the little splash effect that happens in the metaverse in Persona 5, the little purple outline when they walk. That's a very cool niche detail that they nailed. We have Velvet Room doors can appear on the different maps. That's a pretty fucking cool detail. Of course, Persona 5's Velvet Room, the little jail. That's pretty dope, I won't lie. Okay, so there is a lot of attention to detail. Maybe most of my issues... Maybe most of them just come from the fact I don't like Overwatch. And, you know, maybe they played a little too safe with some of the decisions they made. But hey, what did you think of the collab? Are you a Persona fan? Are you an Overwatch fan? Are you both? Feel free to tell me down below what you thought of this. Until then, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon.